G'day, I'm Melissa Shannon, founder of digitalscrapbookinghq.com, and today I'm here with you in Photoshop Elements 2021 for the ABCs of PSE. Today's letter of the day is the letter R for the blur tool in Photoshop Elements. So here we are with a photo of me. This is completely straight out of the camera, unretouched, and I'm going to show you how you can use the blur, sharpen, and smudge tools to do a little bit of retouching of this photo. I've got a couple of reservations about the amount of shininess on my face. I know that the dewy look is in, but if you're like me and you're a bit of a oily girl, you don't always love the shine on the cheek, the chins and the nose. So let's fix that using our blur tool. Now with our blur tool, we can increase the size of the brush by using our keyboard shortcuts of open bracket or close bracket. That's square brackets on the keyboard. We can use this slider. We can of course change the brush. I talk all about brushes in our ABCs of PSE B video, so you can go back and watch that here. And then I can just paint over or kind of scribble over anything that's bothering me, like the really shiny parts. It doesn't totally get rid of that highlight, but it does blur it out. Same with some imperfections. When you've got freckles and moles and pimples, you've got to decide which ones are beauty spots and which ones are less so. So I'm just going to blur out some of those spots. Now if I zoom in, I'm going to show you how I would use the sharpen tool. I'm going to use that on my eyes to get about the size a bit larger than my eye here. And you can see the strength is only at 50%. So I can go over a couple of times, increasing the sharpness of my eyes. That gives a lovely look. If I just revert the image, let's have a look. Here's before we sharpened and here's after. Pretty great results. You can see that we look a lot more sparkly. Now, if you want to, we can add a new layer and then we can click on the sample all layers and we can actually do our retouching on a separate layer so that it's less destructive. So when you use these tools, the original layer will be changed unless you specifically create a new layer for it. And same with the blur tool. We can, blur out here, sample all layers, and we can blur out anything we want blurred on my face here, which is mostly just these shiny marks and a couple of spots. And then finally, we have our smudge tool. Now, I wouldn't usually use the smudge tool on a face, but we do have some interesting artwork in the background here. This particular brown drip isn't my favorite. So what I can do with the smudge tool, again, I can change the size, click sample all layers again. We can just, push this one away, smudge it up a bit. Of course, probably the easier thing to do would be to just pick a background color and, paint over it with our brush. But we are showing you how to use the smudge tool here. We can use the smudge tool to, add some more artistic drips to this background if we'd like. Maybe we decided that no, they needed more drips in their artwork. That's how we can use our smudge tool here. So now you can see the before and the after we have added. We have retouched my face and we've changed the background paint quite a bit, perhaps too much if you see what we've done to the blanket here. But hopefully that gives you an introduction to how you can use the blur, sharpen and smudge tools in Photoshop Elements. If you've learnt something new, give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe, click that bell icon so that you see my new videos. Or if you would like to stay in touch with me and make sure you don't miss any videos, you want to subscribe to my email list where you'll get not only notifications about my new videos, but also some free Photoshop Elements shortcut cards that you can use whenever you're editing photos in Photoshop Elements. If you'd like to learn more about digital scrapbooking or Photoshop Elements, head to digitalscrapbookinghq.com.